Welcome. We would like to talk about valid arguments here. We may have seen, definitely in the book, and if you've been reading through the slides, we've seen the Socrates example previously. Two statements: all men are mortal, and Socrates is a man. From these two statements, we would like to conclude that Socrates is mortal. That makes sense for us. In this section, or in this video, we want to, well, I guess in later videos we're going to talk more about it, but here we're going to revisit this as a motivating example for what we're trying to do here. So we're trying to create a valid argument or justification for why we can conclude that Socrates is mortal. Right? How do we get the conclusion? So we have a collection of premises, right? Some assumptions that are being made, and then we would like to conclude something. So assumptions and conclusion are often how these are also stated. That varies slightly from how we will implement this in proof methods. That's coming in a later section, but this gives foundations for a right idea. Overall, this section maybe is a little bit more complicated than we really need it to be in order to be successful in writing proofs. We want to take just the basic ideas from this section to be able to write successful proofs in the coming sections. All right, what does it look like to create a valid argument? So when we present things in this particular section, we're going to do that by writing out the premises and the conclusion. So premises are going to be written above the line, and then the conclusion is going to be written below a line. And we can read this as all men are mortal, right? So if someone is a man, they are mortal. That's what we'd like to say, right? For all men, if they're a man, they are mortal. For all people, if they're a man, they're mortal. For all whatever it is. Anyway, for all beings, there we go. So this is a valid argument. Right, this statement, this construction of premises and a conclusion. But that's what's coming in our next video. Well, I guess not the next video, but we need to create arguments with. Let's see here. Use the right word here. Propositional functions is what we want here, right? Propositional function, and we have quantifiers as well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about propositional logic, inference rules for propositional logic. Right, so that's just our implications, our conjunctions, disjunctions, negation, that sort of a thing. Then we're also going to talk about predicate logic that has our propositional functions containing variables and predicates, of course, and then quantifiers here. So we'll take a look at how to handle those. So again, two stages. What are valid forms? Well, actually, let's go here. We want to create valid arguments. That's overall what we want. The question is it an argument itself or is it an argument form, right? So argument versus argument form. If we're working with a collection of propositions, so there's no propositional functions or propositional variables, then we would have just an argument. Whereas if we have propositional, here it says sequence of compound propositions. These can be compound propositions as well. So I'm not sure why they make that particular distinction. And then here they have propositional variables. So there's going to be a collection of right, we're going to use placeholders. Propositional functions are actually the variables, and then those propositional functions have variables within them. So it's right. We're getting to this level of abstraction and generalization that may be a little bit beyond what we really need, but we do want to be able to take an overview of these things to understand how we can create valid arguments, and those valid arguments are what we use to write proofs. So that's what we're interested in taking a look at. The arguments, let's see here. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a collection of tautologies and understand how we can, right, how do we take a tautology and turn it into a valid argument. is pretty much what we're interested in. So rules of inference, so that's what we're interested in, these tautologies. So we'll take a look at these collections in our next video with some examples.